Thank you for staying with us For the Record. We're taking a closer look at some of the challenges we'll explore coming up on Friday night right here on WYFF4 in our latest chronicle, Growing Greenville. Joining us right now is Greenville County Sheriff Hobart Lewis. Sheriff, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us this morning.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
So you have been Greenville County Sheriff for 4 years now, a period of time where our area has really seen tremendous growth. Can you talk to us about the amount of crime in our area? Because people might think more growth, more crime, but in Greenville County, you say that's not true.
Not for the last 4 years. We've seen a steady decline in crime overall. Our violent crimes are down just this past year as we've wrapped up 2023. So we've been very fortunate for that, for sure, to make Greenville safer. We have more deputies on the road now than we've ever had actually working the road. And those deputies answer about 250,000 calls per year. So for the number of people that continue to move here and people that call in, even before they move, they may come from another state. They'll call our office and ask questions about certain areas. So we do see certainly a huge increase in our growth. It'll be interesting to see what the next census reveals. But a lot of folks, for sure.
And with all of that growth, talk to me about how great the need is for more law enforcement officers in Greenville County, and also what are some of the other challenges that come with that growth?
Well, again, high call volume certainly accounts for a lot. Deputies are busier than ever out here dealing with different types of crime today than they may have dealt with 10, 15, even 20 years ago, which certainly creates a challenge for them. The wellness of our deputies has been a big issue in the last 4 years. We want to make sure people are healthy, mentally and physically. We see a lot more violent crimes, a lot more violent scenes today, many more of them than we did in the past. So making sure those deputies go home and they're able to come back to work and really want to stay in this career has been a challenge. So we've looked at pay. The call volume, again, the pressure we put on the men and women who are out here answering the calls. Now even the deputies who have to follow up on the call they answered, maybe took a report on and had to get a warrant or something like that. There's a lot of pressure on our resources to follow up on that case and see it all the way to the end. COVID had a huge impact on the court system. So we're 2.5, 3 years behind on getting people into court and getting them through the system. So it's presented its challenges, that's for sure.
But how many law enforcement officers do you need? And talk to me about some of the tools that you have to be able to recruit them.
We have 553 sworn law enforcement positions. We had about 70 openings when I got here in 2020. And we get positions every year with the budget. So we may get 12 positions per year. To now have, just this morning, to have 23 vacancies out of those 553 we're up to is a significant change and puts more deputies through training and get them out on the road. You know, the national average is to have 1 law enforcement personnel for every 1,000 residents we have. So we're well under the 100 mark from being where we need to be. And it would be very difficult to go out and get 100 positions funded from county council, but more importantly to recruit those 100 people to come to work here. We have been very fortunate here to have a great agency with great equipment, great technology, a great work schedule, a very active community that loves law enforcement, and people do want to come to work here in the upstate. So we have hired police officers from Las Vegas, we have hired them from Asheville, we have hired them from New York, New Jersey, all over the country, really, in the last 4 years, as well as having many officers change departments here in the upstate. They may have moved up to Greenville or moved their families up here for schools or whatever the case may be. So we've done really well. Our recruiting department does a great job of reaching out to people and interviewing them and telling them what we have to offer here at Greenville. And you really do have to sell yourself and sell your agency, and we've been very fortunate to have great people to represent the sheriff's office, and that's our greatest recruiting tool, is our people who work here and serve so well.
We've been talking with other guests this morning about the people coming to Greenville and the quality of life that we have here. Sure. Being able to talk about the quality of life, does that help you in your recruiting? Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know of a greater place to live than Greenville, South Carolina. The people are great. The environment's great. It's a great downtown. You have great municipalities inside the county of Greenville. We have the mountains. We're close enough to the beach for those folks that like it, close enough to large lakes if you want to enjoy those. Our school system does a tremendous job of educating our young people. There is a lot to offer here. I mean, this is certainly just a wealth of good things that we can offer to the community for people that want to move here. And, you know, put everything in perspective, the cost of living here is still pretty low if you look across the country. So there's a lot of jobs here, manufacturing jobs, and we see a lot of people moving here because their spouse is taking a job here in the upstate and they transfer here from law enforcement. So it's been very beneficial to us.
Is there anything that you need from the state budget to be able to make your job easier?
Well, there's a lot we need. There's a lot we'd like to have, but it doesn't always come through. It's you know, money is a tough issue when you kind of get in line. But with our legislative delegation up here in the upstate, we're very fortunate that Greenville has a very large voice in the State House, and we constantly working with them on mandatory pay raises for law enforcement, just like you see with the education department right now, with teachers getting raises. And we pay pretty well up here, so that doesn't have the impact on us like it does in other parts of the state where we want smaller municipalities and smaller counties that don't have 750 people working there and a $60 million budget to have a minimum salary so those men and women can obviously afford to stay in this career. One of the biggest challenges is our retirement system, and we have asked that, you know, under a certain program, deputies can retire, get their 25 years in, and come back to work and draw both their pension and their salary. We've not really been able to get that passed without a one-year separation, and it's very difficult for somebody in law enforcement to leave for a year and then wait to come back, so they can do both because they've earned it. They've earned the right to do that. So we're still working on that, but again, our legislators have been very open and very willing to discuss that with the South Carolina Sheriff's Association, and I think we've had some impact. I think we'll get that done.
Well, we have to end it there. Greenville County Sheriff Hobart Lewis, we thank you and your team so much for all you do to keep our community safe, and thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for letting us do it. We're blessed.
Absolutely. We'll be right back to wrap up this week's episode of For the Record.